guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm back here at the Chicago Auto Show, and of course, walking around at the Ford booth, we had to stop by and feature this truck. This is a 2020 Ford F-150 Harley Davidson edition. Now, let's talk a little bit about what this truck represents. For many years, Ford has produced a special edition Harley Davidson truck. What's interesting about this one, it's actually not built by Ford per se. They are actually built at another organization called Tuscany Automotive. Maybe you've heard of them before. We featured them here on Rady's Rides with their F-150 Shelby trucks. One thing is for sure though, they took a lot of what made the Harley Davidson Special Edition F-150 very special. They brought it over this truck, and they brought it in a big way because guess what? Underneath that hood is supercharged goodness. But why don't we go ahead, dive into this very, very unique F-150 Harley Davidson edition. Two major American companies united together under one truck. Right off the bat, you'll see those distinct lines of the F-150. Still love the overall design with the shape of the headlights, daytime running lamps, all LED. Here's where you start to see some of that Harley Davidson brought into it. So full grille upgrade. You got the dark gray with, of course, Harley Davidson colors. Black and orange goes with Harley Davidson, just like peanut butter and jelly. So you can see a little bit of orange, just enough to really separate it from the rest of the crowd. You drop down, they took the same grille design and brought it into this lower section. Now we have a beautiful LED light bar that's integrated very, very nicely into the front bumper area. You have two massive tow hooks. This is sitting on a 2-inch DDS lift, so 2-inch lift from Tuscany. Very, very massive. I think one of my favorite parts is I love the way they have the lighting inside these openings on each corner of the front end of this truck. Even the orange lighting looks very, very tasteful and very cool since this is the Harley Davidson F-150. Functional air scoop up here, integrated so clean. It looks like this just rolled out of a Ford factory. And then of course you're gonna have that heat extractor that mimics what the Raptor is all about. But one thing you'll see when we get to the side of that functional heat extractor, there's a word, it's called supercharged. As we come around the bend, the fender flares integrate perfect, especially the way they kind of fold right into the front bumper area. When we get to the side of the truck, you could clearly see that additional 2-inch lift that's going on here. Lots of space between the inside of the fender and the top of the tire. This is a 22-inch wheel. Love the finish. You can see the iconic Harley Davidson logo, Harley Davidson Motor Company, done very well, and a wheel that's just really unique. Now, of course, you're gonna have these wrapped in Toyo open country off-road specific tires. This thing is no joke. You can go off-road this without a problem and go home and then ride your Harley Davidson around. So you could have a twofer. Very, very unique side treatment here with the Harley Davidson badge. I'm gonna have Lori kind of go back up onto the hood and show you the supercharged name there on the side of the heat extractor. But I think they did this perfect with the amount of orange and black. They could have made this really gaudy and just kind of over the top, but the balance is perfect. Wait until you see though, when we pop the hood and see the orange underneath. Now you're gonna have that beautiful black on the mirror caps, the lighting, Harley Davidson badge, very, very subtle, nice darker gray finish. As we flow our way back, everything else from this point on is gonna be that stuff that makes the F-150 the #1 best-selling truck in America. You're gonna have a tonneau cover, which if you notice, I'm gonna have Lori kind of come in. They actually have stamped on the tonneau cover is the Harley Davidson logo, which is really cool. Flowmaster exhaust from that supercharged V8 all the way out the back. And when we get to the back, really, really clean. That's one of my favorite parts about how Tuscany did this whole setup, is that it's a very clean setup from start to finish. Harley Davidson badging, the F-150. To open up the tonneau, you're just gonna lift right in the center there. Nice hydraulic struts, and then we're gonna just drop down the tailgate. It has that soft release, really nice and carpeted finish. And you can see back in the back corner there, the Harley Davidson logo once again, but really just a machine that I really think that people who love Fords, they love F-150s as much. And then down below, you can see how the exhaust tips are finished off. Remember that Flowmaster exhaust is gonna give a nice deep rumble to that supercharged V8. But enough about the outside. Let's go ahead, pop the hood, and see the heart of this beast. All right, guys, we got the hood popped. Now, one thing to be aware of is that they're making 200 of these. So very, very limited production run. Underneath that hood, though, is that Whipple supercharger. You're looking at 700 horsepower. I love the way they powder coated bright orange to match the whole Harley Davidson motif going on. And I'm telling you right now, watch one of my older Shelby F-150 reviews. When you hear that thing, the sound of that Whipple supercharger is so menacing, it'll make the hair stand up on the back of your neck. And if it doesn't, you're not a car person. You could see the upgraded air intake over here on the corner. Really nice, clean installation. And like I said, Tuscany has been working with Ford to make such an amazing product. And with the sound coming from those Flowmaster exhausts, you're gonna stand out from the crowd in a very big way. But why don't we go ahead, let's check out the interior and see what changes have been done by Tuscany. All right, guys, we're in the Tuscany Harley Davidson F-150. What's awesome is that they took all of the greatness from outside and also brought it into the interior. There's other custom truck manufacturers that don't do that. I think from the outside, some of my favorite points, like those wheels we were looking at, those 22-inch wheels, they mimic a Harley Davidson Fat Boy motorcycle wheel. It's things that if you're a Harley Davidson guy or girl, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And like I said, they brought that to the interior. So let's see what you get on the interior. To the door panels, I love the nice subtle upgrades. So you're gonna have some contrast stitching on the armrest, some gloss black on the door handle pull. This one has that factory carbon fiber insert. And of course, you're gonna get all the flexibility of what you get in your normal F-150, but even take it to the next level. While we're down there, let's look at the door sill. So if you look at the door sill there, you got the Harley Davidson script, nice bright orange, even the logo on the floor mat. It's touches like those that separate this truck from the rest. Gloss black around the AC vents to match with the door. You're gonna get to your standard sync system, that 8-inch infotainment system screen, touch screen and all that. We've showed that to you many times on Rady's Rides with other F-150s. Obviously, I can't show it to you here because we're not driving it, but that's the screen, same exact screen. You got your dual climate control, heated seats, ventilated seats, more of that carbon fiber. You open it up, you have your wireless charging, your USBs, which is really nice. This is gonna control that 10-speed automatic transmission. And remember, with 700 horsepower from that, they like to call the Screamin' Eagles Whipple supercharger. That's the name that they're giving it to. Because of the whole Harley Davidson thing, that really puts a big smile on my face because I know what Screamin' Eagle means when you look at high performance Harley Davidson engines. And this is definitely a high performance truck. Armrests, I love the logo badging. It even has a serial number. So this is number 21 of that total that are gonna be built. And it's nice just to have that recognition, gives it a nice extra flavor. And then really the pinnacle of the interior is the seats. They brought in the Harley Davidson badge, the stitch work. Look at the beautiful pattern all the way down. Full power assist, of course, for passenger and driver. So you're gonna get all the things you love of the F-150, but now brought to a new level. And the panoramic sunroof, I think, is definitely a must in this awesome truck. But why don't you come over to the business end? I wanna show you behind the wheel of this supercharged Harley Davidson F-150. All right, guys, now one thing to be aware, you see those running boards? Remember, those are gonna be those retractable ones that when the doors are closed, they retract into the body, which is gonna be nice because of that extra lift. You don't want any running boards hanging down. I'm glad they went that route. All the power seat controls, very nicely placed. And then when it comes to the dash, one of my favorite things, and like I said, my dad has been a Harley Davidson rider for so many years. They brought the Harley Davidson instrumentation into the F-150. Check it out. Standard F-150 steering wheel, but look at those gauges. It's got the same font, the same graphics with the tach, the speedometer. Obviously that digital display is gonna give you all your other readout information. And looking out over the hood, you have that Raptor style heat extractor. Looks so menacing, and the Harley Davidson script across the windshield. Just shows you the special touches. Even the brake pedals. The brake pedal and the gas pedal, they upgraded those even with the Harley Davidson logo down there. I'm telling you, if you are a Harley Davidson rider, you love F-150s, this should be in your garage. But let's go ahead, let's check out the back seat and see does the Harley Davidson theme carry off in there as well? All right, guys, so when it comes to the back seats, they did not leave these untouched. The same great stitch work going on back here really complements the back seat area. And then, like I was saying, you're still gonna get all the same great things. You got a command center that you have more stuff here than what they had when they went to the moon for the first time. You got your heated seats, you have your 12-volt home power source, and your USBs nicely placed with your AC vents. Obviously, you have your cup holders here, plenty of space. Makes this truck extra special. Speaking of the truck, let's go back to the front. So when you're looking at this Harley Davidson truck and you're saying to yourself, do I need this truck? No, you may not need this truck. Do you want this truck? Yeah. When it comes to style, you're being separated from the rest of the pack. When it comes to that Whipple supercharger, 700 horsepower, that's gonna project you like a missile down the road, and all those other touches, it really makes it an extra special truck. But I definitely want to thank the crew that's here from Tuscany for allowing us access to this amazing vehicle. If it's trucks like these custom trucks that you want to keep seeing on the channel, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new and you're on your way out, hit the subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile coming back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Rady's Rise family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you on the channel, click the link in the description, get yourself some Rady's Rise merch. Got to give it up to my wonderful wife, Lori. Being around these trucks are making her want a truck. Maybe this Harley Davidson truck. I think she still wants a Raptor. Who wants to see her in a Raptor? Leave that in the comment section. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.